You know that to me because I'll put it in. All right, you ready to kick this thing off, girl?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, all right, let's do it. Hey, everybody, my name's James Gilbert. This is the Work Hard People's Podcast, kind of. We're going to do a little twist on this. So, we're going to do a segment once a month. Everybody out there knows when you are eating clean food all the time, it can get a little boring. Sometimes it can be a little difficult. And those of you that don't know, I've had Chelsea on before. Chelsea, how are you doing today?
I'm well, Sir James Smiles a lot. How you doing?
That's right. That's right. Good. And you're all ready for what today? What are you wearing?
Oh,
Oh,
hopefully
the
another, Kansas City win, but we'll see.
Kansas City Chiefs. So, yeah, we got the lovely Chelsea Burhman with us. And here's the thing. Chelsea makes these great recipes that are macro friendly and delicious. So, we're going to do a segment once a month, and we're going to call it Cooking with Chelsea. And we're going to pick a recipe. I'm gonna drop the recipe in the description. You'll have access to that recipe as well as pictures of the ingredients and different things. And we're just gonna do a short little segment once a month where Chelsea kind of goes over a recipe so that we can kind of spice up our food a little bit and have some good treats that are macro friendly. Because chicken and rice is great, but it does get old. Not all of us are machines, right? Some
No,
people need a
no.
little mouth pleasure. I am one of those people. I'm pretty consistent, like day in day out. I eat almost the same exact thing every single day. But there are days during the week where I need to change it up a little bit. I want a little bit of that mouth pleasure, so to speak. But to be able to do that and do it macro friendly, I think that's key. And Chelsea has been posting her these different meals that she makes on Facebook and Instagram, and she always posts the macros. They're high protein, low fat, good carbs. Um, they're just good meals. So the one we're doing today is Chelsea. What are we
Oh, I'm
doing?
sorry. That's my cue.
That's your
Buffalo
cue.
chicken pizza.
Buffalo chicken pizza. Who doesn't like buffalo chicken pizza? I love that.
He's so good. It's one of my
I love
favorites.
it.
One of the family
I love
favorites.
it. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
even if I'm ordering from the pizza joint, but you're going to tell us how to make it macro friendly. So let's get into
Absolutely.
that. What do we need to start with this? What are the ingredients?
Okay, so I make so for a crust, I typically use there's a couple different things that I use. Um, I've used the those large flatbreads, like the foot long flatbreads. I've
Yeah.
used those, and you fold it in half to make a rectangle, and I use that. So there's a brand called CutDaCarb I like to order every now and again online. And then I know there's some ones that you can pick up at the grocery store as well, if you're familiar with any of those. But then the other thing that I like to use, it's even easier and great macros, are the Joseph's pita breads. They're,
Okay.
about yay big. And I know that's a standard measurement. Yeah, right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yay.
Yay big. Yeah.
The oat and flax variety, they're only 60 calories. They're fairly low carb, got some good fiber, got some good protein in there. They are a fantastic, versatile ingredient that I use in a lot of stuff, actually. So that's what I use for a crust.
We'll be
And
just so
then,
you know. I'm going to post pictures. She sent me
yeah,
pictures of the ingredients. I'll post some pictures of those as well as the finished product.
yeah. So then I make a base, my sauce base, and that is going to be equal parts of I use, and you can any of these things you can swap out what you want, whatever, however you want for your macros. But this is how I personally make it, and this is what gets me the best macros for myself that I like. And yes, while it's still pizza, it's still a little higher in calorie and stuff. It's much better than what you're gonna get at a restaurant or anything like that, and it's still amazing. And I do plug it in for my movie night, and I work the rest of my day around this meal. So
That's
with
right.
that said, I use equal parts of fat-free cream cheese, low-fat ricotta, or you could do cottage cheese in place of that blended. and non-fat plain Greek yogurt. So softened cream cheese. And then I add some ranch seasoning powder and some Frank's Red Hot sauce. And then I mix all that together either with a whisk or a hand mixer. Now, I will say I kind of tried to write this recipe out for one serving, but I have made a ginormous batch of the sauce base and then I freeze it in small containers. So I just pull it out when I need it. So I tried to calculate the percentages off of that. So that's the base layer. It's super easy. It's a cheesy, creamy ranch buffalo-y flavor right there.
Yeah.
So I spread that on my crust and then I top it with cheeses and buffalo seasoned chicken breasts that I made myself. So now again, with the cheeses, I'm a little extra and I like lots of different flavors. So I don't put one or two cheeses on there. I have a list of cheeses that I put on there, but I think what I wrote down in the recipe was about 65 grams of cheese. Now these are mostly fat-free or reduced fat or somewhat cheese, but I do use some fresh mozzarella because, you gotta
use a little mozzarella with pizza.
So I'll use a mixture of Kraft fat-free cheddar, fat-free mozzarella, and then those babybells, the light babybells, some pepperjack, and some fresh mozzarella. And I buy the pearls, the little balls, because I'll get them in a thing from Costco and they come in a 3-pack and then I can freeze them. They freeze amazingly and I'll pull them out and put them in the fridge as needed. So in one of those little balls, I'll put on and I pull them all apart and put them on the pizza. So, but I will say with my tip on this, with the fat-free cheese, it will dry out quicker. So I put that directly on the sauce first. And then I will put my chicken on there that I've diced up. And then I will top it with the rest of the shredded cheeses and then top it with the babybel and mozzarella on top. So, and you'll see the list of cheeses that I use in the recipe that James will post. But as for the chicken, I use breast or tenderloin breast meat, and I will season that with either Kinder's buttery buffalo seasoning, or even better, I like better the Frank's Red Hot buffalo seasoning. And you can cook it however you want. You can bake it, you can saute it, you can grill it. And then I dice that up and I freeze that in a bag and pull it out as needed as well. So it makes it easy to just sprinkle on there. So I do like to put, did I say this? I don't remember if I said this or not, but I do like to put the sauce, the fat-free cheese, the chicken, the rest of the cheese. That way it keeps your chicken from drying out more too.
Yeah.
And then I drizzle Frank's Red Hot wing sauce on top, the buffalo wing sauce, for a little sauce drizzle on top.
Yeah.
And then you bake it at probably 400 for 10 minutes or so until it's bubbly. Whatever your oven, I can't say exactly what mine, because my oven is always off and it's got issues. So
isn't everybody's?
Yeah. So
like
you gotta
350 at my son's house, it's 375 at mine.
Yeah. So I have a thermometer in there. I got to watch my oven because it'll kind of stop working halfway through sometimes and I have to restart it. So so just use your, judgment on that. Just 10 minutes or until your desired doneness. And then you pull it out and then I slice it into 4s and you got this amazing pizza. The whole family loves it. My son.
Now we'll show you what you look like when you eat Chelsea's pizza. We're going to post a picture of what her son looks like when he eats that pizza.
His favorite pizza. He says I make the best buffalo chicken pizza.
Yes, I bet.
Super
I'd like to
easy,
try some
macros. So
yeah, and what are the macros on that? Like for the serving size?
Okay, so what we had Friday night, my rectangle pizza, which you should see in the pictures. Let's see here. Let me move, because I also made a cheesy bread. So let me move.
I saw that.
So, all right. My pizza looks like 29 carbs, 11 fat, 45 grams of protein.
Yeah. So think about that, people. She's eating Buffalo Ranch chicken pizza. She's getting almost 50 grams of protein, 11 grams of fat, And what'd you say? How many carbs?
29 carbs.
29 grams of carbs. That is a very good macro split. I don't care who you are. That
Yeah.
is a good breakdown for macros. I'm going to tell you, you've helped me a lot. Just starting to. I've been experimenting more with low fat because I love. I've always kind of shied away from low fat, like cheese and things like that, because it just wasn't my thing. I was like, yeah,
Hmm.
really, if I'm going to have cheese, I'm going to enjoy every bit of it, right?
Absolutely. Cheese is
But
life.
I've been experimenting with like, low fat sour cream and things like that. And I don't notice the difference, especially when it's in something. I've
Yep.
been doing these dinners at night where I do 200 grams of chicken, not always low cal. Sometimes I use an actual burrito sized tortilla because my higher carbs I eat at night. So I
Hmm.
don't mind the extra carbs, but it's just chicken and like some Hernandez guacamole sauce, just a little bit stirred up in the sauteed chicken with some low fat sour cream. It is
Yep.
delicious.
Yeah. So, and then along with this, like, if I'm going to eat cheese, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go for like a fat-free shredded cheese, but in order to have pizza and not consume your entire amount of fat for the day,
Yeah.
um, and the fact that it's being mixed with other things. So
Hmm.
I will, for flavor, I will have those fat-free cheeses and then some regular pepper jack and some other light cheeses and some whole milk mozzarella, just a little bit on top. And along with that creamy sauce base,
Hmm.
you would have no idea there's like fat-free cheese in
Yeah.
there.
No
And
idea.
you're still getting some fat from the other cheese and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I make that little cheesy bread naan to go with it, and that's got some too. So that allows me to still have other stuff as well. And so it's all about like mixing the stuff. And so and I will say 2% cheese, if you see that in your stores, is great. Like the shreds, they even have different blends of stuff for Mexican, cheddar jack. Those are actually really good for the shreds. I personally like to shred my own cheese. So there's a lot I do with that, with doing that and freezing it as well. So yeah.
Well, that is perfect. That is the perfect episode. That's exactly what we're doing here. This is, like I said, this is the Work Hard People's podcast, kind of. It's the Work Hard People's podcast, Cooking with Chelsea. And no, like I said, we're gonna drop one of these every month, just so you guys can start adding to your food profile. Have some fun things that you can eat where you can enjoy them. Don't forget, you want any cool gear, WHP, code at checkout. Chelsea, you should just start using my code since you're coming on the show now.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, no, you want that discount, WHP. We got hey, did you see what Old School Labs made me and
Oh
Marcus? It's pretty
yeah.
cool,
Pretty
right?
sweet there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So definitely like that. Thank you so much. You guys
Absolutely.
enjoy. I'm going to drop pictures. There'll be everything in the description as far as the recipe, so you can make this for yourself. And I'm sure Chelsea would tell you
Yes.
experiment with it, have some fun, see
Absolutely.
what works for
Yep.
you.
See
Right?
what works for you. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it out.
All right. Thanks, Chelsea. And just for you, go Chiefs tonight against the Chargers. Hey, you all get out there. You work hard, peoples. Keep it old school.
Keep it old
Don't
school.
forget to smile.
Forget to smile.
Or keep it shaky, right? I love your little shaky post. All right, everybody. You have a great day. We're out. Thanks, girl.